Matt, your background. I got to ask, you really want to reopen PA? You still have it back there. Is PA open yet? I live in PA too, so I just want to know the official word. Are we open?
I'll come by later today to unlock your doors for you, so that you can actually get out. Yeah. Really, here's the thing about Pennsylvania. It is a little bit of a microcosm in the country today. It's not New Mexico. Sorry, Carrie. And it's not Texas. Sorry, Norman. We don't care about those states. We only care about Pennsylvania.
That hurts. That hurts.
At least
Nobody
half of the
cares
panel
about New
does
Mexico.
That's the truth.
I am missing my green chilies. Where did those go?
They all went to Texas.
Ooh.
But in Pennsylvania, we have had a lot of standards and a lot of rules about where we're going to go when it comes to reopening the state. And those standards were met a long time ago, and those rules were met a long time ago, and nothing is truly open yet. We still kind of live under this cloud of oppression when it comes to restaurants and bars, going back to school. My sons are going back to school Monday. They're going back to a private school, but we just heard on Friday, just yesterday, that they're going to have to enforce more mask wearing and all this kind of jazz. And so, no, we're not reopened. So thanks for opening that wound for me, jerk.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the most egregious, maybe egregious, I don't know. There's a lot of words we could use for this, but the most tragic aspect of this is that what's also being masked is their data. That's what's being masked as well, because they're not delivering the data. And even of course, even like what was it, a freedom of or right to know inquiry, they pretty much rejected it because it wasn't
yes.
Yeah, it was like, it's not specific enough, because they were asking for all the exchanges between the health secretary and the governor.
There was actually multiple Freedom of Information Act requests made, and the medical Department of Health denied it, and the governor's office denied one as well. So, whenever the governor said that he wanted to be very transparent and work with the people, if that was false from day one. So, and this is just more evidence of that. So sorry for that bad news, folks.
Yeah, well, here's the good news. The good news is, and Matt, you're going to have to fill in the details, but about a month ago in Pennsylvania, it was a unanimous vote in the House and the Senate to approve a law that limits some future governor from doing some of these things.
Well, actually, it was more than a month ago, but there was a bill that went through the House, House Resolution 836, went to the Senate, went back to the House, and all this kind of rigmarole back and forth. But they all agreed on, and now again, this is a divided House and Senate within the General Assembly, but they both agreed that we want to limit the governor's emergency declaration powers, what that actually means, and moving forward, we're going to end this current emergency declaration. And the governor said, meh. And then it went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, oh, there's a procedural error here, so we're going to have to throw this out, basically tacitly giving the governor approval. And honestly, from there, it has been one bad decision, one bad thing after the next. So really just gave him the unofficial statist approval of all things.
That wasn't the one I was thinking of. There was the more recent one where the governor said, well, I'm not going to veto it because it's been since like 1976 since the Pennsylvania governors vetoed a unanimous bill.
Oh,
it had to do with like limiting the next governor's powers. It doesn't affect anything now, but like the next person won't be able to do it, or like
you're talking about 323. Yes, you're right.
Yes.
Yep.
323. I knew exactly what the number was until you reminded me.